Hello ladies and gentlemen, so in this video we're going to talk a little bit about the hip thrust or glute bridge. There are two names for this because there are two slight variations that you may need to use depending on what you have access to. I'm going to show you both. We're going to start off with the glute bridge, and a glute bridge is determined by where your shoulders are. Are they on the ground or are they on an elevated platform? Now this is a great movement for strengthening your glutes, your butt cheeks, giving you a good shapely behind, which is important for both men and women, and also making you strong. And when your glutes are strong, it's going to help to keep your hips healthy. When your hips are healthy, it's going to prevent the likelihood of you getting chronic back problems. This is very, very important to get good at movements like this. So what we do, we lie down on the floor and we bring our feet probably around 12 to 14 inches from our butt cheeks. Again, this is going to be dependent on the length of your legs. We will adjust the foot position based on what you feel. From this position, the feet are about shoulder width apart. We're going to push through the heels, okay? Not through the toes, through the heels. We'll push our heels into the ground. We're going to squeeze our bum and push our hips up into the air. Now, it's important that I tilt my pelvis like so. If you see the movement that's happening to my pelvis here, I tilt the pelvis and push up. So I'm not arching my back, I'm tilting my pelvis. At that top position, we squeeze like crazy and we come back down, okay? Now, there's a few things that may happen here. If you're feeling it too much in the hamstrings, the back of the legs, it's probably because your feet are too far forwards. Okay, so bring them back a bit. If, however, and more common, you are feeling it in the quads, the front of the legs, it's probably because your feet are too close and you are pushing into the toes. Okay, so in that instance, take your feet further away. Very, very simple position. So we come to here, we tilt the pelvis, we squeeze up towards the sky. That is a glute bridge. Now, I will show you a hip thrust variation. For me, this is the better movement. So, if you have access to a step or a chair, even the corner of your sofa or coffee table, providing it's not glass or fragile, you can do this, and for me it's a much better movement. You want something that is around knee height or lower. Once you are there, you sit beside it and we move into the exact same position. So our feet are shoulder width apart, the pressure is in the heels, we lower ourselves down, and then we squeeze the butt, we push up, and remember we're still doing that tilt movement. I'm going to keep my chin on my chest, hopefully this isn't muffling the microphone too much, up and down, like so, squeezing hard at the top of every single rep. Again, if you feel it in your quads, it's because your feet are too far back, so move them away. If you feel it too much in your hamstrings, they're too far forward, so bring them closer to you. This is a better of the two movements because it allows you a greater range of motion, and you're therefore going to get better development on the glutes. So if you can do this, the hip thrust, rather than the glute bridge, this would be the preference. But either or, it's entirely down to you.